They called what happened to my brother an accident, but I knew they were lying. I hate that when I think about my little brother Max, I don't picture his face first. I see a stupid red balloon. Just this dumb red helium balloon he'd picked out at the county fair the day before. He was obsessed with balloons, named them, talked to them, treated them like imaginary friends. We thought it was cute, a little weird maybe, but harmless. That balloon though, that one would end up haunting us forever. Because the year he bought that balloon was the same summer Mom started dating Jake. He seemed okay at first. Brought pizza, told stupid dad jokes, acted like he wanted to be part of the family. But once he moved in, things changed fast. He drank too much, got loud, broke stuff when he was angry. But Max still thought that Jake could do no wrong. He followed him around like a puppy. One night, Jake and Mom had this huge fight. Screaming, slamming doors, the works. Jake stormed out, and Max, who had been hiding under the table, ran after him with that balloon still tied to his wrist. And Mom went running after both of them. I was sick of Jake's crap, so I stayed home with my headphones on, just blasting music and trying to escape in my head. Eventually, my parents came home, but without Max. They said they'd been looking all over for him, but they couldn't find him. I asked if they'd called the police, and they said they would in the morning. Max was only 7. The next morning, the police found Max about a quarter mile from our home. He was lying in the gutter. They found him because the balloon was still hovering in the air over his body, tied to his wrist. The investigator said he must have tripped and hit his head, called it a tragic accident, but I didn't believe it for a second. Mom shut me down whenever I tried to talk about it. She married Jake a year later like nothing happened, and every year after that, Jake would tie a red balloon to Max's grave, said it was to honor him. I would go visit the grave with him because I didn't know what else to do, but deep down, I always felt like there was something they weren't telling me. So when I got older, I started asking questions, quietly. The story never added up. Why didn't they find Max that same night if he was so close to our house? What did he trip on? Why was he by himself if he'd been following Jake? Everything blew wide open when I started dating a girl in law school who helped me get a copy of Jake's old record. He had a sealed charge from another state, child endangerment. My girlfriend helped me reopen the case. I thought it was a long shot, but to my surprise, as soon as the police came to question Jake, he confessed and pled guilty to manslaughter. I guess it had been weighing on him for a long time. I thought I'd finally heard the whole truth, but there was a whole piece I was missing. Because years later, when Jake was still in prison, my mom got cancer. And right before she died, she told me the truth. She'd seen the whole thing. She saw Jake threaten Max, tell him to leave him alone, and when he didn't, shove him backwards so hard he cracked his skull open. She'd been standing right there. She'd helped cover it up. Said she'd been too scared to lose us both. Now she's gone. Jake is in jail, and I'm the only one left. Now I'm the one who brings the red balloon every year. Not because I think it's cute, but because it reminds me how love, guilt, and silence can destroy everything.